not, I'll be on here talking to you guys for 24 hours. Another question you guys had is what's going to happen with the Ace Family YouTube channel? Um, well, Catherine and I, we've talked about this years ago because her and I both know that, we weren't going to be doing YouTube forever. And that we always wanted for our kids to take it over. That was always the plan. That was always the goal. And obviously now, in the direction that we're going, it only makes sense. Obviously no pressure on our kids, but I will say that back when we were filming, our kids loved it, especially Elle. Elle's a natural and she was born into it. And I was seeing her, man, it was just bringing so much life out of her. And it kind of makes me a little sad that, she, hasn't been doing it, even though she's still been kind of doing it low key. She's, she makes videos on TikTok. She creates her own videos. You guys may not see it, but she does it privately a lot. But I definitely want her to keep exploring that, and I feel like everybody who creates content is in front of the camera. Like it just does something to your soul. It brings so much out of you and creates this like personality that, sometimes people aren't born with. And I think with our channel. All right, well, another question you guys had is what does our chapters look like moving forward individually? I can't really speak on it for Catherine, even though I believe she mentioned it to you guys, or you guys may know. But Catherine has she knows exactly, what she wants. And she's really, really, getting in tune with herself. She's finding herself. She's been connecting spiritually. Girl's powerful. She knows what she wants. For me, oh man, I feel like I haven't fully committed to myself since college. There's so much that I have to work on. I want to get back to just focusing on, my health, my body, my mind. For the longest, I've been trying to figure out how to build a stronger relationship with God. As you guys have been seeing, I've been going to church. Well, we all been going to church as a family, which is amazing. Work-wise, I have some plans that you guys will stay tuned for. But, obviously still in the social media world. I've always been since the Vine days. You guys know this is just who I am, and I want to get back to that. I want to get back to creating content, and it just, I don't know, it just fuels me, and I enjoy it so much. It just makes me so happy, and I haven't been able to do that the last few years, and it's been a struggle. But another question you guys had is what does our chapters look like moving forward individually? I can't really speak on it for Catherine, even though I believe she mentioned it to you guys, or you guys may know. But Catherine has she knows exactly, what she wants. And she's really, really, getting in tune with herself. She's finding herself. She's been connecting spiritually. Girl's powerful. She knows what she wants. For me, oh man, I feel like I haven't fully committed to myself since college. There's so much that I have to work on. I want to get back to just focusing on, my health, my body, my mind. For the longest, I've been trying to figure out how to build a stronger relationship with God. As you guys have been seeing, I've been going to church. Well, we all been going to church as a family, which is amazing. Work-wise, I have some plans that you guys will stay tuned for. But, you know, obviously still in the social media world. I've always been since the Vine days. You guys know this is just who I am, and I want to get back to that. I want to go get back to creating content, and you know, it just, I don't know, it just fuels me, and I enjoy it so much. It just makes me so happy, and I haven't been able to do that the last few years, and it's been a struggle. But moving forward in our new journey, our kids are our number one priority, just like they've always been, and we're going to give them even more love and even more support, and we're going to do our best to make this transition as easy as possible for them. You know, and they're going to process this in their own way. But it's our job to make this process as easy as possible, and so easy to where one of you guys' questions is, you know, what's the situation with the living situation, right? I've been looking for my new home, and fingers crossed, but I may have found a home in the same neighborhood. Yes, guys, I'm one of those dads. I have to be around next to my kids 24/7. And so I made sure that I could be close by. And so, again, fingers crossed, I'm hoping that I get to move into this home. And I move in pretty quickly, hopefully. So it's walking distance. So nothing will change when it comes to, you know, us being with our kids, us being parents. Her and I have made a promise to each other that we will do the best we can when it comes to co-parenting. So that's a blessing, and I'm very grateful for that. So stay tuned for that transition. I'll go back from anything, and I'm genuinely happy for us. I'm happy for her. I'm excited for her. I know she's gonna do so many amazing things and become the best version of her. And same for myself. There's so much, as hard as that is to say, her and I, no matter what, will be the best of friends. You know, we've accomplished so much together in almost a decade. Damn, we almost reached a decade. It's crazy to say. But now moving forward, her and I will no longer feel.
I was lying to myself for a long time, telling myself that I was happy, because one thing about me and Austin is we never fought, we never argued, nothing. Like we were and still are the bestest friends. And so for me, I thought like, oh, there's nothing wrong. Like there's nothing wrong here. But I had been lying to myself, and I knew that certain things didn't feel right and certain things weren't right. And this goes back like years. But again, like one thing about me is my loyalty and my commitment to my family is unmatched.
He's like, oh, well, you have to move out because I need my insurance to cover like the fixing of the house. And then he said, but if you move out within the week, which we talked about at least giving us a week, it was also my birthday, I was turning 33, he was like, I'll give you your security deposit back, which we've never gotten our security deposit. Like the last house we just came from before, he kept our $100,000 security deposit just because. Crazy.
Mommy.
And, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna get it, puppy. I love you. Give me a kiss. Mwah! Good rico. So, and I don't mean to smile at like the fact that he kept our $100,000 security deposit. At this point, I'm just like, so much has happened to us that I'm kind of like numb to everything, and I've just accepted everything along the way. But yeah, like literally he said that like he felt like he was entitled to $15,000 worth of paint in the house when the house wasn't even, we didn't even live there for a year.
I know.
And it was crazy because we didn't even have really anything on the walls. So like things like that, it was so crazy. And it's like, we got a lawyer and stuff, but like at this point it's like, oh my God, I just want to like live in a beautiful sanctuary and feel like I have my home. And I've just been on this karmic wheel for like my whole life since I was a child. And so I'm like releasing and healing as along the way. And I just feel like I just really want to live in a home that I can call my own. I know this is getting kind of long, but just to add one more thing. So when that whole thing happened and we had to leave the house within 1 week, we were like in a rush to find a home, right? And so we found this place, beautiful home, brand new build again, which I didn't want to live in a brand new build, but it was kind of like the only place in the school district that my kids are going to go to school. So tell me why we do the application, we get approved, all this great stuff happens. We're like, okay, we're going to move. We had all our stuff in 3 big U-Hauls. We were going to move. And then they say, oh, sorry, but you can't have a dog here. And we were like, wait, what? What? And then that house also didn't even have a certificate of occupancy. So we were like, wait, so we won't even be able to move in right away. We'd have to wait 2 weeks. So all these things happened. So long story short, for the last week and a half, we've been searching for a home. And it's just been so chaotic. I don't know. You know, everything is connected. We didn't jump into anything right away. We took that as a sign. We didn't move into that house. We couldn't anyways. And we just took our time, and then for the last week and a half to 2 weeks, we've just been looking, and then we finally found the perfect place. You're right. And yeah, I just wanted to share that story with you guys. Like I said to you guys a couple weeks ago, like 2-3 weeks ago, I was talking about home is within, and home really is within. It is. But we do live in this physical 3-dimensional reality. We need a roof. We need, you know, a roof over our heads. We need to have that sense of security and that peace and to be able to raise our children. And so
I have to keep it here at my regular angle. Okay. So you know when you share something very life-changing with your family or your friends or even the public, right? Obviously, you know, my life has been very public for many years. We've been making content and, you know, on YouTube for many, many years. And so not to make this video like so long and I'm just trying to live my life genuinely. Like I just want to go back to just being myself, actually like truly being myself in my most rawest form, because I feel like I hold a lot of things in. And I'm sure this is going to go everywhere, but I do want to say that, and I own this, I own up to this. I lied to myself for a very long time, and I was not happy, and I was not happy, and my main priority was always my kids and my family, and just prioritizing them because they're the most important thing to me. And I feel like at the end of the day, nothing else really matters other than your family and people that are close to you. And love is literally the strongest, most important force in this universe. So that's kind of what I've always prioritized. And so moving forward now, things have changed because I realized that in order for my kids to truly be happy, I have to be truly happy, like truly happy inside. And yeah, I feel like I was lying to myself for a long time, telling myself that I was happy, because one thing about me and Austin is we never fought, we never argued, nothing. Like we were and still are the bestest friends. And so for me, I thought like, oh, there's nothing wrong. Like there's nothing wrong here. But I had been lying to myself, and I knew that certain things didn't feel right and certain things weren't right. And this goes back like years. One thing about me and Austin is we never fought, we never argued, nothing. Like we were and still are the bestest friends. And so for me, I thought like, oh, there's nothing wrong. Like there's nothing wrong here. But I had been lying to myself, and I knew that certain things didn't feel right and certain things weren't right. And this goes back like years. But again, like one thing about me is my loyalty and my commitment to my family is unmatched. And that's one thing that I will always take pride on, because my loyalty is like I'm like the definition of loyal. Like I'm very loyal, and I always protect, and I protect my family, and I protect everyone. Like if you're a friend of mine, I will protect you. If I love you, I protect you. And that's kind of my personality, and that's kind of who I've always been, and that's truly who I am. And like I have this like fire in me, this strength about protection that I will always have. And so I think being this way has kind of caused me to put aside my happiness. And I'm saying a lot without saying a lot right now, if you didn't notice. But and I just want to say that I am truly happy. Like I have never been this happy in my life, and it's not because of the change, but it's because of where I feel within myself, and where I have been for a while now. I've been feeling like this for months. If you guys want to ask me any questions, I'm sure you have questions, and that's okay. That's totally valid and fine, and I will answer your questions. I feel like I'm in a good place now. I have no fears of nothing or anyone. I'm just like flowing through life. And so ask me the questions. There's gonna be a lot of changes happening like soon, like transitioning. I still don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm very new to this new dynamic that we're gonna be unfolding and going into, but I'm okay with it. I got no fears. I'm okay with it, and it's okay. And you can go ahead and ask me all the questions you want. Also, one more thing, because I just know you guys are a tough crowd. Just because I am happy and I feel good and I'm happy with my decision and I'm going in the direction that I truly feel like I should be going, doesn't mean that I'm not sad at the same time. There's a lot of sadness. I don't think it's really like hit me yet because Austin hasn't moved to his new place yet, but there's sadness. Yes, it's like a mourning a death or something. Like it's like mourning, like I can truly say that this would be like the first time that I have to mourn something that has like died in my life, like ended in my life. Figuratively speaking, of course. And I don't want anyone to think that just because I'm happy doesn't mean that I also don't have sadness for the changes and for my children and for the new dynamic. But what I do know is that we're some strong ass co-parenting dynamic, and nothing will change in that sense where like they don't see their parents with each other and stuff, because we're definitely always going to be together because we have 3 kids and it's part of life. But yeah, just don't think that I'm not like sad in any way, because I definitely do have a lot of sadness about the changes. I'm human. But what I do know is that we're some strong ass co-parenting dynamic, and nothing will change in that sense where like they don't see their parents with each other and stuff, because we're definitely always going to be together because we have 3 kids and it's part of life. But yeah, just don't think that I'm not like sad in any way, because I definitely do have a lot of sadness about the changes. I'm human. I don't like it. I don't like this. But like, I get that, you know, like Austin already won in life. Like, he has healthy parents, they're still alive, they're still here. He has kids that love him, that have unconditional love for him. He has a wife that adores him, that supports him through all seasons. He has good friends, he has a roof over his head, he has food, he has water, he has all the things that he needs. But yet this thing is like his own personal, like, his own personal thing for like his, like, I don't even know, like, it's his own curiosity for his development. Like, it's something that he has to go through. So, and I just have to obviously support him. This shit's karmic as fuck. This whole shit's so karmic, even for me. Like, this is actually really, the whole boxing thing is so karmic for me. Like, what the fuck? Like, how humans are like low-key dumb. Like, what are we doing to ourselves? Like, this is so stupid. What is this even? Like, getting in a ring and fighting each other? Like, how stupid is that? Think about it. Like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, what are we doing? Gosh. Like, I get there's a science, like, formula to it. Like, okay, it's like I'm trying to see, like, the quantumness of it and, like, the fucking sacred geometry of it. But it's like, I'm kind of missing it on this one. So, by the way, I'm not watching the fight. I'm gonna stay in my car while the fight's on, and then I'll have my brother tell me the news, because I can't even